Hi, in this video we will see SCD Type 2 implementation using MD5 hashing in IICS. SCD stands for slowly changing dimension, which enables the historical aspect of data in analytical system. It is used in Datawarehouse. There are 6 types of slowly changing dimensions that are commonly used. In reality, only type 0, 1 and 2 are widely used, and others are reserved for very specific requirements. SCD type 2 retains the full history of values. When the values of chosen attribute changes, the current record is closed. A new record is created with the changed data value, and this new record becomes the current record. Each record contains the effective date and expiration date to identify the period between which the record was active. In this mapping, I have selected a flat file as a source. In this flat file, I have taken 4 fields: EID, ENAME, ESalary, EDate, department ID, and I selected target as an Oracle database table. It is having employee key as a surrogate key. The rest of the field like employee ID, employee name, employee salary, employee department ID, and here I have taken additional fields like start date, end date, and I am going to calculate the checksum. Let us go to the IICS dashboard and start creating the mapping. Go to new, mapping, create mapping. I will name this mapping as M_EMP SCD T2, EMP SCD T2. As I selected, I have taken this as a source, flat file as a source, and target as a Oracle database table. Already I have created this source and target. Let's map this the source file to this source transformation. I will go to source and I will select flat file connection and select the object. My object is in this in out files folder. Object name is employees underscore SCD2 CSV. Here I need to change the meta type. Like here you can see in the target, the employee ID is of type number, and employee salary is also type number, and department ID is also type of number. Whereas here in source, when I import the flat file, all fields will take it as a string, so I will need to modify these. Otherwise, there will be an error in the lookup. So I will go to option, edit metadata, and I'll change the native type to number, and it is of type 6, and employee salary native type to number, it is of type 8, and native scale is 2, and department ID is also type number, it is of type size 4. So I will save this mapping. I will add the lookup transformation, and for this lookup transformation I am going to look up the object, the target object, the target table. I will select Oracle TGT Oracle data target table. Here I am going to select the query, and instead of the source type as a query, I am going to look up the table, the fields of the table like employee key, employee ID, and checksum. These are the three fields I am going to look up from the target table. You can validate to check all the fields you selected is correct. And lookup condition is the employee ID, LKP employee ID with the employee ID EID. Let's save. Add the expression transformation to calculate the checksum, and start date, end date. So here I will go to the expression transformation and I will add the out records, out fields. The first field is checksum, O underscore ch checksum, and is of precision of type size 50, is of type string, and I will configure this to MD5. I will use MD5 function, and I will add all the fields of flat file, and concatenate employee name, employee salary, and department ID. Department. Just validate it is validation is correct, valid. I will add start date. It is of type date, and I'll configure this start date as sys date. And I'll add end date. It is also type of date and type. I'll configure the maximum end date. Here I'll use toDate function and assign the maximum date 12/31 GD. Just validate it, and I'm going to add one more field, update end date. Okay, it is also type of date and time. When the record is updated, I have to mark that date record as current date as an end date. It is also sys date. Okay. Now my expression is over, transformation configuration is over. I will go to this, I will add the router. The router, I am going to create two out fields, output groups, one for insert and one for upsert. For this insert, I am going to check whether the lookup this lookup employee key is empty or not. Just I'll go to this advanced menu. I'll just check is null of this employee key, lookup employee key, then it returns true. And for this upsert, I will check whether is there any modification in checksum. So I will check the vote checksum is not equal to LKP checksum. Let me check that, validate this. Okay. I'll add a sequence generator for generating the surrogate keys. For the sequence generator, I am going to configure like disable incoming field, and I'll disconnect this, and I'll connect this insert to this first target and sequence generator this target, and rename this target as insert. And I'll configure this target to the target database, and I'll select the object SCD Type2 employee SCD T2, and the operation is insert. Here I am going to map the field. I'll use smart map. However, I need to change this employee key with next value as sequence generator, and employee ID with employee EID, because this is a new insert, and start date as O start date, and end date as O end date. This is for new insert. I'll copy this done insert and paste. I'll rename as update insert, up insert, and I'll connect the surrogate key for sequence generator for generating surrogate key, and I'll connect this upsert group to router upsert go to that up insert. The target is already selected as I copied from this insert, and field mapping is also mapped as exactly. I am copying one more instance for update. I'll copy and I'll paste it. For this, I will rename it as update, and In the target, I am going to use update operation, and update should be on employee key. And here I am going to connect, this should be okay. I am going to connect the upsert group to update. Here I'll map the field, because when the record is updated, one record should be inserted and one record should be that existing record should be updated. So here I'll unmap all the fields. I need only two things over here: end date by checking the employee key. I need to mark end date by checking the employee key. End date should be the current date. Like here I have already configured this end date, and this employee key as LKP employee key. So lookup employee key. This mapping is complete. Let me save this entire mapping. Let me create, this is a mapping. Let me create the mapping task, new mapping task. I'll give this mapping task as name as MCT underscore M underscore EMP SCD T2, and I'll select secure agent, local secure agent. Okay, there is some bracket again. Next, secure agent retrieval starts with current value as 1, initial value is 1. Now finish. My mapping configuration task is ready to run. Now you can see my source is having 5 records and target is currently empty. It's currently empty. Let me run this mapping. I'll run this. Yeah, you can see there 5 records were processed. You can check all these 5 records are insert operation, having insert, because all these are new records. Let me check, all are inserted. Let me modify the source. Like here I am going to change this 7 with 9 and 8 with 7. 2 record I am updating and 1 more record I am adding. So in this case there should be 5 operations: 2 update, 1 new insert, and for updated 2 new inserts. Total 5 operations should be there. I will save this and I'll rerun the mapping, restart it. I'll go to this my jobs. You can see the mapping is restarted. Update is available. See this, there are 5 updates. You can see 2 upsert, 2 update and 1 new insert. Here you can see this Mahesh is a new record, and Krishna Mahadev is also updated record, because we have updated this 9 and 7, and the old records were marked as current date as a end date, and these new records are marked as end date as a maximum date and start date as a current date. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great day.